Alright, what's popping? So we're gonna break down these energies real fast, and we're gonna get into the alignments, and we're gonna see what's pretty much going on in the sky right now. So we got the sun shining the light on Cancer right now. So Cancer is all about your home, your environment, things that you care about, people that you care about, and things that you truly value and admire. Now, this exalted in Taurus, and of course it falls in Scorpio. And of course, during the season, the sun is gonna make its full moon when it comes to the moon being in Capricorn. Now we got the moon in Gemini at the moment, so of course we're going to be basically reacting and responding and communicating about things that we are shining a light on, or things where Cancer is shining a light on, and where Gemini moon is going to basically be reacting and responding to. See, the moon is going to pretty much create that board where you can be able to have the surface, the invisible surface, but of course the sun will add that spark, that light, that shine to basically go ahead and make that shit shine, baby. And of course your purpose is to basically shine on this planet. Now the areas where you're going to have the cheat codes in the sky is going to basically be Sun square and Jupiter right now. So I'm going to use myself as an example. I got the Sun with my second house, and I got Jupiter in my 11th house. Now it's a learning process. So I need to learn how to, one, shine light on the things that I value, get stable with that, plant the right seeds, and also my 11th house, I need to go ahead and look at the bigger picture and expand when it comes to my association, my networking skills and shit like that. Now I got the Sun trine Saturn right now. Now this is general. This is a general aspects. This is what's going on in the sky, but you got to know where you have this at in your house. So this is going to be the areas where you need to go ahead and shine light, and of course pay attention to. This way you give your energy and your attention towards the right cheat code. That's in your aspects and not in the wrong aspects. Now I got the sun. You got the Sun trine Saturn right now, so that means I need to go ahead and of course utilize. This is my second house, and this is going to be utilizing my 9th house. But this is right here is going to be in conjunction. It's going to be a misunderstanding. So what kind of like comes to grips is that's when we was in Gemini season. So right now we're going to be basically placed into a situation of dealing with misunderstandings. So that means we're going to take actions towards our ways of misunderstanding certain things when it comes to reality and responsibilities. See, the sun is opposite Saturn, so this is going to bring, you know, tug of war kind of energy right now when it comes to the things that you truly are shining a light on, when it comes to bringing gifts, when it comes to bringing associations, things that you can build on, things that you are developing your own unique way of doing things. Now Saturn is in retrograde at the moment, so of course we're going through some past previous circumstances, situations, dealing with our associations, or things that we are associated ourselves with, or areas that we are kind of bringing our uniqueness and originality towards, to, or past circumstances, situations that you got into cahoots with when it comes to the things you associate yourself with. This dealing with law, restrictions. It's dealing with things that matter. Now we got Mars, we got Moon, sextile Jupiter, so we're gonna have opportunities to go ahead and react. Well, I gotta go ahead and get into this perspective real fast. All right, we got the Moon sextile Jupiter right now, so there's opportunities to go ahead and communicate and share ideas about our passions, our goals, or our manifestations, or look at the bigger picture towards chasing these things. Now I'm gonna put myself into an example again. I got the Moon conjuncting my ascendant, first house, and I got Jupiter in Aries, which is I got Jupiter and Aries in my 11th house. So this is a situation where I'm gonna have opportunities to go ahead and communicate about my personal life, and go ahead and expand that, look at the bigger picture, and of course associate that with someone or something. Now also we're gonna have the moon sextile Chiron right now, so we're gonna have opportunities to go ahead and react and communicate about trauma, or share about our trauma right now. Feel me? And then we're gonna go ahead and use an example right now. If you went through a circumstance situation dealing with a health issue, if you share your trauma, you never know, you might run into someone or something that can pretty much help your trauma and be able to actually, you know, make sure you won't have to deal with that situation again. So it's kind of like a gift and a curse, but it's kind of gonna work out in your favor. We also got Moon conjuncting Venus right now, so we're all gonna be basically reacting strongly about things we value when it comes to our love language, or feeling the need to basically, you know, communicate and share about our love life, or things that we truly value or admire. We also got the Moon conjunct Mercury right now, so we're going to be basically reacting strongly towards our mind, and things that's on our mind. We basically may just speak something mistakenly, or say something that we may not mean, or we may basically mean it and say it. That means everybody can be very sensitive and emotional on the inside, and it will become surface when it becomes shared intellectually. We also got Mercury sextile Chiron right now, so there's opportunity to push ideas towards your intellect, towards healing, or healing. You can heal somebody with your words and your voice during this time. We also got Venus sextile Jupiter right now, so we're going to have opportunities to go ahead and expand towards things that we truly admire when it comes to our passions, our motivations, and our anger and our aggressions, or sex. We also got Venus trine Pluto at the moment, so we're also going to have a gift to value communications on a deeper level with a person, place, or thing. And also, we're also going to be placed into an area and scenario where we're going to have to go ahead and communicate what we have inside of us deeply, and that can become a transformation when it comes to relationships and shit like that, for the good or for the worse. We also got Mars square Pluto at the moment, so we're going to be basically learning how to come up with a new way of putting our visions and our intent towards outdated reputations or statuses and goals, and looking at the bigger picture in that area. We also got Mars sextile Chiron, so we're going to have opportunities to use our setbacks and our anger and aggression and mistakes towards our passions. We're going to have Mars sextile Saturn, so we're going to have opportunities to put our passions towards things that can become reality. We can have Neptune sextile Pluto. We can use our dreams and imaginations to allow us to go ahead and move forward. Now, if you have Gemini in the first house, the moon needs you to react and respond towards yourself when it comes to communicating ideas, love, appreciation, and focusing on yourself. Now, the sun wants you to shine a light on your second house, things you value, things that you are trying to grow and, of course, build on. So communicating about your values during the sun. Second house, you're going to be placed into an area where the moon needs you to react and respond towards second house qualities, things that you need to go ahead and fixate yourself on, things that you need to build. So you're going to be placed into an area and situation and scenario of communicating about the things you value, about your resources, your material, and of course sharing this with your friends, your environments, or your surroundings. Also, if you got this in your third house, you're gonna the moon needs you to go ahead and react and respond towards communicating and sharing ideas about your environments, your surroundings, or your mental process. Now you're gonna be basically doing this with home and family during the sun, communicating about your environment with your home and your family. Now, if you got this in your fourth house, the moon needs you to go ahead and react and respond towards home, family, and privacy. Now you need to go ahead and, of course, shine light, and you need to go ahead and start communicating with your home and your family, and of course, shining light towards creativity, entertainment, and expressions. Now, if you got this in your fifth house, you're going to be placed into an area where you need to go ahead and start reacting and responding towards communicating about your creativity, talents, and gifts and expressions, and go ahead and make this a routine towards work, health, responsibilities, and duties. And of course, express yourself and communicate about your well-being during this time. If you got this in your sixth house, you're going to be placed into an area where you need to go ahead and be reacting and responding towards sharing ideas and communicating about work, health, and routine, and go ahead and relate this with a person, place, or thing. Now, if you got this in your seventh house, you need to go ahead and start adapting towards ideas when it comes to relationships and relatability, and of course, be very secretive and of course private and hidden about certain things that you communicate and talk about during this time, because it can of course backfire on you for good or bad. Eighth house, you're going to be placed into an area where the moon needs you to go ahead and react and respond towards communicating about privacy, and also looking at the bigger picture when it comes to these deep desires. Now, if you got this in your ninth house, you need to go ahead and start sharing ideas. Now, you're going to be opposite in this area, so you're going to be placed into an area where you're going to start needing to be very adaptable towards looking at the bigger picture when it comes to ideas, and also putting that towards your reputation and status. Now, if you got this in your 10th house, you're going to be placed into an area where you're going to be reacting and responding towards communicating about ideas about your reputation and status and goals, and of course you need to associate this. Now, if you got this in your 11th house, you're going to be reacting and responding towards communicating about ideas about your visions, your futures, and your goals, and of course adding this towards your dreams and imagination. Now, if you got this in your 12th house, you need to be sharing ideas and adapting to ideas when it comes to your dreams and imaginations and fantasies, and of course putting this on yourself, focusing this on yourself, so you can be in the right energies for the new moon in Cancer.